Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share some of the new updates with Cricut Design Space. These changes happened a couple days ago, so if you haven't gotten into Design Space since then, there is just a few changes. When you first go into Cricut Design Space, after these changes, there will be a prompt that comes up that will walk you through it. And if you accidentally click out of it, you can go up to these three little dashes here and go down to new features. And it'll say, heads up, we moved key features like cut, draw, and print. Let's get you oriented. So I'll click show me. And right here, it'll say get started, and it'll walk you through all of the changes. But I thought I would also walk you through it so you can kind of see with me showing you here. So I am just going to click on shapes, and I'll just select a random shape. So I have a star here, and you can notice what is different is the layers panel. You can see where it used to have little scissors for cut, now it actually says cut. And before, when you had this selected and when you clicked on it, it would come up with this little sidebar here. And that is where you could change it from cut to draw, score, or print then cut. And it would also come down with like a little menu that had colors that you can change it. So now they have moved it up to the top. So it's up at the top here. So really to me the big difference is it's just in a different spot. And one thing that I do kind of like about it is when I'm designing in Cricut Design Space and I have that little sidebar menu up, it kind of takes away some of design space. So I do kind of like it up here, but it also is just kind of hard to get used to something different. But so let me show you what it looks like. When you click on, right here it says Linetype. When you click on the drop down, it says cut, draw, score. So right now we have it on a cut, and that means the Cricut machine will just cut out this star. But we can also change it to draw, and it'll switch it to where the Cricut will draw this out. And then we can also do score, and it will have the little dash lines for the score button. So let me go back up to cut, and you can see that is dark gray. They have moved the little color section here, so it's right next to it. If you click on it, then it'll show the different colors. And you can also click on advanced, and you can kind of get some more advanced colors here. But I am just going to change it to blue. So right here, we have a blue star. And what it's really helpful with changing the color, it really doesn't matter what color you have on Cricut Design Space, but it's really helpful to visualize your project. And if you have a lot of different projects and you're cutting multiple things, then Cricut will prompt you what's next. So it's kind of nice to know what color to kind of just match up with what material you're using. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's really helpful to change whatever you're doing to whatever color material you're using. So we have that. Now if we switch it to draw, on the side here is where you can choose what color pen you're using. Here's the different colors, and then at the top drop down you can choose what type of pen you are using. So then if we go to score, it's just basically, that's pretty simple, it's just the score dash lines. So now let's say we want to do a print then cut. So the print then cut has moved over to this little spot here under fill. So right now it says no fill because it is not a print then cut, but if we want to change it to one, then we can select this little arrow and select print. So now you can see on the side here it says cut/print. So also it has the color right here. So if we want to click on this, we can change the color with this as well. So here's all the advanced colors, and let's say we change it to a blue. Then if we go to make it, and if we print this off, it'll be a blue star. So also, if we go back to print, if we go back to color, and right here there's another drop down menu, you can also do pattern. And it'll show the different patterns. So let's say we just click on one of these, and it'll fill the star up with that pattern. Okay, so you can see here it has filled the star with the pattern. If we want to go back into this, we can also click on Edit Pattern. And here's where we can edit it a little bit. We can move things around and just edit this. Can zoom it forward. Okay, so I'm going to click out of here. And let's see. The other thing that I want to show you is if we grab another shape here, and if I put this inside of the star, and let's say I'm going to make this a print then cut also. Right now it is a cut image. If I want to switch it to print, then you can see we still have two cut then print images, but let's say we click on make it. It'll bring it separately here. So what you want to do, if you want the triangle inside of the star, then you want to select all, which the select all button has just been moved over just a little bit. So you hit select all and flatten. So you do still have to select flatten. And then if you click on make it, it will show up just like that. So let's see. The other thing I want to show you, let's unflatten this. This black canvas here, you can always change to a different color. And before it would show up down here, but now it shows up at the top. You can see, you can click on color. And then you can change the different color for the background. Let's say you want to do blue. So the other thing I want to show you too, if you click on this triangle and if you right click, and you can go down to image info and view cartridge, and it'll show you where the cartridge is from. Okay, so now I'm going to delete these, and I'm just going to pull an image from Cricut Design Space. Okay, let's grab this moose here. So I'll click on insert image. And here you can see what it looks like with the different layers. So this is all grouped together, but if you want to work with each layer, you can select ungroup. And right now you can see that these are all cut files. We still have the little eye here if we want to hide something. So let's say we wanted to hide that. Then when you click on make it, it will not cut out that layer. So I'm just going to select that again. So I'm just going to select all and make this just a little bit bigger so it's easy to see it. Okay, so we have all of our layers ungrouped, so now we can do different things with each layer. So now what I really like to do when I'm in Cricut Design Space, let's say I'm going to select this layer here, it really helps me to visualize what layer I have selected over on this side panel. And it's still really easy to do this with the changes. You can see that it's highlighted here. So I can see that this part of my moose is highlighted, and that is what I'm going to be working with. So let's say I just want to change the color. I can change it to a light blue also. So that'll change the color of it. Let's say that I want to take one of these other layers. So I'm just going to select this layer, and let's say I want to make it a print image. Then I could do that as well. So let's say if I click on make it, it'll show up here that it's going to print off this part, and then the rest is going to be cut. So I'm going to hit cancel. And that's basically it. Basically, the draw, cut, score, and print then cut options, as well as the colors, are just moved to a different spot. So I'm not sure what these changes mean, if it means that they're going to be adding more changes as well, but I will keep you guys updated as soon as there's more changes. If you have any questions for me, just leave a comment below and let me know what you think of the new changes. I always think it's hard to get used to something different, but now that I've worked with it a few times, I actually kind of like it. But let me know what you think. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and subscribe to my channel if you are new here.